Yo, yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome to Fresh and Smooth Boxing TV, the hottest boxing YouTube channel in Las Vegas, Nevada. All right, look, man. I've been sitting on this for a couple days now, man. I'm sitting on it for a couple days, man. Now let's talk about it. Canelo Charlo, the real recap, my recap, freshest recap, how I'm feeling about the fight. Let's get right into it. I talked a lot of shit about Canelo, right? And this is for good reason. You know, I have my points, but this is not a Canelo bashing video. This is a Let's give Canelo a round of applause. And I mean, masterful performance, man. Like I went back and watched a lot of the highlights. I watched a lot on the fight. You know, just like his post fight interviews, how he's carrying himself, what he's doing, what his plans are. I watched Charlo. I have a lot to say about Charlo. Um, this one might be it's going to be a deep one. So with Canelo, this time he took his camp to Big Bear, or in California. He was in the mountains. He did his thing, man. He trained 14 4-minute rounds in training. So I don't know if you guys noticed, but Canelo didn't even take a seat in the corner. He was off the stool the whole fight. You know, he was just. And as I watched him walk to the ring, he looked like a man possessed. Like his face was changed, and I'm like, yo, he might get him out of here in the first round. Like, so what Canelo did Saturday night, kudos to him. My hat is off to him. Masterful performance and cutting the ring off. Just ring general shit. You know, like whatever he wanted to do in there, he could do. And Charlo is a great fighter, but Canelo showed that there are levels to this, man. There are very high, you know, like even at the highest level, there's more levels. You know what I mean? Because like just the way he uses high guards to pick shots off, cutting the ring off. His famous fake to the body, come up top, and which Charlo did a good job to defend. But Canelo, it was just the better man won the fight, the better fighter, the overall better fighter. And you know, a lot of things that we're used to seeing Charlo do, he did not do in this fight. And why do you think that was? Because of Canelo. Canelo's greatness showed just why, you know, he feels like he's still the face of boxing, the pound for pound king, et cetera, et cetera. So shout out to Canelo for that. Great win. Just the best I've ever seen you. I think that's just the best performance I've ever seen from Canelo. Just him bouncing on his toes, him not getting tired. He didn't gas out in this fight. Excuse me, guys. He didn't gas out in this fight. Let's see. You know, he's 33. He got 60 wins under his belt. That's a milestone in itself. So kudos to that. Big 6-0. Now what's next for Canelo? Canelo, and like I say, I don't want to say anything bad about Canelo in this video because this was a Canelo. I wanted to big him up, but I have to say what I got to say. He beat up a beefed up 144 pounder. So yes, it was a great performance, and I think this performance that he put on would have done well against any fighter. Like, you know, any 168 pounder, it would, you know, this would have been a tough fight for anybody. So kudos to Canelo for that. But what's next for him? I mean, we got Demetrius Boo Boo Andres, the boogeyman, versus David Benavidez El Bandera Rojo, coming up November 25th to November 25th. And then they're going to be the mandatory for Canelo's belt. So, I mean, we don't want to see any more beefed up fights. I don't want to see Canelo Crawford. I don't want to see that because, listen, look what Canelo, listen, Canelo was like, listen, boy, this is what it looked like to me. Listen, boy, get over here. Where you at? You're not running from me. And this is what it is. It's my night to shine, and you just getting this work. I don't care. I don't care if you bring your, listen, hold on. Lord, I'm parched. You talking about some lions only. I seen something on Instagram, social media, where they said this is the lion that Charlo brought to the fight, and the lion was humming like, woo. I can't even make the sounds. It was hilarious. It was pure comedy. So it's like, you talking about lions only, when all you was doing was running around the ring. So when I seen that, I showed that how hard Canelo hits. And like he said, Charlo said Canelo's like an ox. It wasn't my night. I couldn't get off. Yeah, you couldn't. It wasn't that it wasn't your night. You couldn't get off because this man was not playing with you. He was on. He was on you from bell 1 to end of bell 12. He wasn't letting you breathe. You felt the power. You got put down, and that shows me there's weight class for a reason. So, do I want to see Crawford and Canelo? No, not right now. Crawford will have to go up to 154, 160 to get to 168. I don't want to see him jump 3 weight classes because the boy, he might get hurt. And Crawford got great skills, but he might get hurt against Canelo because Canelo's really like that. So that's what I got to say about Canelo. Great performance, great masterful class of ring generalship, ring IQ. You made a great fighter look like an average fighter. So that just shows his level to even greatness. You know what I mean? And I said that earlier. There's levels to even being great. It's great, then it's great. So you made a great fighter look average. That's showing how great you are. So shout out to Canelo. Now, on to Charlo. Lions only. He feels, oh, I did such a great task for a Lions only brand, and you survived. Yeah, you survived because all you did in the fight was just move. You didn't use any of the skills that I thought you would. Like, and times you did pop Canelo with, a jab or an uppercut or a hook. Your left hook was, invisible. He took that away from you. But anytime you did touch him, he just kept walking forward, and I get that. That is very what's the word I'm looking for? When somebody takes something away from you, and it's very it's just frustrating. We'll just use the word frustrating for right now because it's not coming to me. But it takes away your like what's the word I'm looking for? Give me a second, guys. It makes you I don't want to say insecure, but that's the word. The word's not coming to me right now. If it comes to me later through the pod, I'll drop it. But he just wasn't being himself because his heart was. It looked like his heart was being taken from him in the fight, and you can't win a fight by moving. If you're gonna box, look how Floyd beat him. And this is a different Canelo. Like Canelo said, nobody can beat this Canelo, and and if you can beat him, listen, you're gonna earn it for sure. But like I said, you can't beat a fighter by just moving and not engaging and not throwing your shots when this guy's he's winging off on you and he's winning the rounds just by pure, just ring dominance, just ring that was his ring from any pillar, any post. Like you had nothing going on, and then after the fight, Charlo, you wanted, and I'm not discrediting you because I'm going to give you credit once I'm done with this, but I got to get it out. You said like, oh, well, he knocked all the other guys out. He didn't knock me out. Well, I wonder why he didn't knock you out because you were moving all night. You were on your bicycle, but you were on your bicycle in a way where, and to me, I'll give you a credit because your defense was very sharp. You make Canelo miss on a lot of shots that he usually lands on people. So yeah, I give you that. But your offense was non-existent because you weren't willing to engage because you didn't want to get hit. And that's just what it is. Did you represent Lions only? Yes, you did. I got to give you credit for going up 2 weight classes and daring to be great. But I mean, if I would have known you were going to fight like this, I would have said don't even take the fight. Sometimes you got to sell out to try to do something. But I get it. If you would have sold out with him, he probably would have knocked you out. So I understand that. And it's different when you're in the ring. I wasn't in the ring, so I still give you credit. But the performance to me was very lackluster, and I was not very happy with the way you said you were going to put on for the culture and. This is for, my brand and this is what we do. And I expected you to go out there and go out on your shield. Just like Spence did. Even though he lost, he fought trying. Like, brother, you did not really put effort. I seen you in the corner around 10, 11. The look on your face, you just like, I want to get out of here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just wanted to get out of there, and that's just what it is. I'm calling it like I see it. That doesn't make you any less of a fighter than what you are. I can't wait to see what you go back down to 154 and do. Do you get Crawford? Do you fight Tim Tszyu? What's next for you? Do you fight Lubin again? For a rematch, he just won the silver WBC. Even though you beat him once, I mean, maybe y'all can run that back. That'd be a good comeback down to your weight to defend your belts. But you still got to go get that WBO back because they took that from you, if I'm not mistaken. So if you want to be undisputed, you got to go get that belt back. But yeah, so I mean that's what I feel was next for you. Go down there, maybe fight Lubin, run that back, see how he does, and then from there you can take on either Crawford, like you said, and that would be Crawford's moving up to 154 because he's not jumping 3 weight classes. Nobody wants to see that. You fight him at 154, see how that goes, or you fight Tim Tszyu, see how that goes, get your belt back because I believe he's going to win the belt in his upcoming fight down under. But yeah, that's what I see for Charlo. And again, you tried. But there's weight classes for a reason, and you didn't give it all. You gave it all you got, but you weren't willing to engage. You weren't willing to go out on your shield, and that wasn't for the culture. I'm gonna leave that at that. Shout out to Charlo though. I like the Charlo brothers. I'm glad you guys reconciled your differences. That's bigger than the fight itself, and that's that for Charlo. And with Canelo, like I say, his options are David Benavidez or Demetrius Andre Boo Boo. Boo Boo the Boogeyman, the winner of them two. There's really nobody else. Who do we want to see? We want to see him fight Bivol again. Yeah, he can run it back with Bivol, but the fight we really want to see is the belts on the line at 168. You know, you got two up and coming hungry fighters. After that, you take one. I say for Canelo, he's take the winner of that fight, and then after that, he can go run it up with Bivol and retire if he wins them all. And then great career, Canelo. That's it, and that's the 3 PBC fights right there. You see what I'm saying? And he said he's fighting in Cinco de Mayo, so that'd be May, and then he'll probably fight again in either September or next May. So that's the 3 fights on PBC right there. Boom. Fight the winner of Demetrius Andres and David Benavidez. The winner of that gets Canelo for all the belts, and if he wins, go up to Bivol. Get the guys, my service cut out, but what I was saying, he fights the winner of Demetrius Andres and David Benavidez. Boom. He wins that. He goes up, fights Demetrius Bivol again, gets his lick back. And those are the 3 fights on PBC, man. That's it. Career's over. Like I say, round of applause for him. If he can win all those 2 fights right there, he can ride off into the sunset. And, he's well off in money. He doesn't need any more money. So just enjoy. First of all, you already have 60-plus fights. That's a very lengthy career in boxing. And the way you fight, Mexican style. But you fight smart Mexican style. You don't get hit. So there's levels to that. So, but what I'm saying is just ride off into the sunset and enjoy the rest of your life. You don't have to box no more. That's the new thing. That's the new thing these new boxers are doing. They're taking their money and they're doing the right thing with it, and then they can retire and enjoy the rest of their life healthy with no brain injuries and all the things that come with boxing, man. So, like I said, that's what I got, man. Shout out to Charlo for daring to be great. Shout out to Canelo for showing how great he really is. And that's all I got for y'all today, man. Fresh and Smooth Boxing TV. Like and subscribe to the channel. And guys, like I said in my past video, I'm creating my own personal channel. It'll be called Fresh TV. I'll let you guys know when I drop it. If you guys like my vibe and what I'm doing over here on my end, you guys can just tune into that. It won't be about boxing. It'll just be about life and, just a bunch of different things. So, I'm just branching off and we'll still be doing Fresh and Smooth Boxing TV. I'm just giving y'all a heads up. Fresh and Smooth Boxing TV is here to stay. Follow us on the Instagram. I'm posting content every day. Fresh and Smooth Boxing TV. Fresh is out.